Restart video.
Everyone, Scott Innes, voice actor, Hollywood actor, movie star. Don't believe all that. I'm a legend in my own mind. Hey, you know me better as the voice of some of the most popular cartoon characters in the world. Scooby Dooby Doo, Scrappy Dappy Doo, Puppy Power, like and Shaggy too. And you've got the Sullivan Project podcast. It's coming at you right now.
Hey Google, stop. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Sullivan Project podcast. I'm your host, Harold Sullivan. As usual, check us out on YouTube. It's Harold Sullivan 78, TikTok, Harold Sullivan 78, and Facebook, Harold Sullivan period 35. We got a couple things to talk about. We're going to talk about LeBron later on. Towards the end, LeBron and Jordan, or LeBron versus Jordan. And last podcast, I talked about Jordan, Michael Jordan, a little bit. I didn't get really into them heads up and why I think Jordan's better. I just kind of gave some details about Jordan. But also, my grandmother passed away. Not sure when. It was in the last couple of days, though. And somebody let the family know because the family's not real close. So we found out from outside source again, uh, as as well as finding out that my one nephew had overdosed. So yeah. So anyway, rest in peace, Anime Hal, in case anybody knew her. And we weren't real close. She seemed to have a problem with me for some reason. I don't know why. But that's okay, you know. And I know she's fine now, and she'll understand better. So, but shout out to her. And since I was saying names of passed on people, I have lots of other angels close to it. Well, probably over 30 now. People that have passed on that I've been close to or I known or had an impact on me. And my grandma and my grandpa, mom and dad, um, stepmom and stepdad, my uncle on my mom's side, uh, a few uncles and aunts on my stepdad's side, a nephew. Like I said, these are just family. Uh, no, I'm just. I mean, these are family. These are all family members. I should say, not just family. But it goes on and on. So we're shout out again to Anime House. She's up there with Charlie now. My grandpa, I think he passed about 10 years ago or so. I'm just estimating. And I can't imagine what that'd be like to be married for so long. I don't know, 60, 70 years. They were married a long time, maybe 50 some years, but uh, to one to pass away and then the other one has to stay for 10, like, stay around so long, like, I don't know what that'd be like. I never found love, so. Okay, so what else here? A movie, The Philadelphia Experiment. I mentioned we talked about time travel and then time travel movies a couple podcasts ago. Go check that out. Uh, and I didn't mention the Philadelphia Experiment, which is one of my favorite ones. And it's supposedly based on a true story, okay? And it's the government back in the 40s or 30s was creating this uh, radar or this shield that would make them invisible to radar, right? The ships, the carriers and stuff. Well, it worked, and it actually sent a guy into a couple guys into the future, into the 80s. Uh, and everybody else got stuck in the boat. Like, it's pretty gruesome. They all became frozen in the boat. They didn't even know anybody was alive. But as far as in the movie, The Philadelphia Experiment, I don't want to give it away. But the guy who's in any of the cruisers, who played in there, actually plays in the movie the lead character. If you ever check that out, which is another good movie, good soundtrack. The only thing is he was lip syncing in that, but back then they didn't do live, like they didn't do like now where they get somebody who can actually sing. Which to me there's no excuse. Like the new Whitney Houston movie, they're not. She's not singing. It's she's lipping and it's Whitney's voice. Like it just if you're doing it and you're acting, you have, to me like the Elvis was great. The new guy, you have to be able to sing and act. There's no excuse nowadays. Now back then, in the '80s, '70s, whatever, when they did movies, a lot of times they would just dub over, they would just lip over the original recordings of the music. So, ending the cruisers. But yeah, the Philadelphia experiment actually, the government supposedly a ship disappeared for a blink of an eye back in the day, and that's where the whole idea for this story came from, where they were actually able to make it disappear. So it's a good story, though, it really is. And there's actually a part two, which doesn't take away from part one, knowing that there's a part two. So check that out. So we had Philadelphia Experiment. We have Grandma. We talked about. We got. Let's see here. We're gonna get to LeBron later. Grandma. Hey Google, turn your volume to 50%. Hey Google, what did I want you to remember? I already forgot.
I remember
My
you
list.
told me. Grandma Books in Bar,
Oh,
Philadelphia
books. Okay.
experiment crystals.
So I'm on a book about Tesla. Uh, Nikola Tesla, one of the smartest people ever, and he got gypped a lot. But so right now, but I've finished 4 audiobooks recently, and these are all available in regular. In case you don't know, I went blind over a year and a half ago, and I was born disabled, juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, arthrogryposis, and I'm 44. But hey, grace of God, I'm still here. I've become close to God recently, and now I'm here to spread the light and help everybody. Hey, you can't. Everyone has a story. You can't judge a book by its cover, and we all have problems. We all got stories. I don't know if something just touched my arm or not, but it felt like it. Uh, and hey, if you need someone, I'm here. And here's the phone number for the podcast: 724-513-1472. If you want to talk, you need someone. Nobody should feel alone or like a freak or this or that or whatever. We are all perfect the way we are. We're special. We're here for something, even if we don't realize it. It's God's time is not our time. Things are different. You know, and as far as I'm concerned, everything is going on at the same time. You just gotta wait for things to catch up. Just because it didn't happen, don't mean it won't. And I'm into some pretty deep stuff. But hey, if you want to get hold of a podcast, call that number or hit me up on YouTube, and I got someone read the stuff to me, or leave a message, whatever. YouTube Harold Sullivan 78, and leave comments too. I appreciate share whatever. YouTube, TikTok Harold Sullivan 78. Oh, okay. Somebody's. Sorry about that. I'm live recording here. Well, anyway, my computer's talking to me, and I guess somebody's. I let my sister use my DraftKings, which I've never even used my DraftKings. I signed up for it, and then I went blind. Right? I don't need to gamble anyway because I don't care about money. It don't mean nothing. But yeah. So we well, the DraftKings. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, books. Yeah. So Tesla and this and that, and yeah, that's how nice I am. She didn't have anything, so I let her use my account to go put money on to gamble and stuff. So, but that's what the email was. But anyway, yeah. So I got Tesla, very smart, doing a book on him. What was I saying? Oh, about yeah. Hit me up on that number if you want to be a guest on the show. If you have anything you want us to talk about, because sometimes I have guests, sometimes we do video or just audio, whatever you want to do, whatever's comfortable. We talk about everything: metaphysical, spiritual, paranormal, supernatural, and then entertainment stuff, movies, sports, TV, whatever, just anything. Because we're here to love and we're here to learn and grow. I believe in teaching, and so it's kind of like school. We can learn something from everything. Everything is always for something. That's a Sullyism. Uh, so books. So I did Tesla. The last one I just got done with was called Straight Shooter. Stephen A. Smith. And here's the point I was going back to. Yeah, after I went blind, I've now listened to probably 110 audiobooks. I'm in my Bible the fifth time now. So I'm really putting in the knowledge here. Uh, it was like going to college, which I never went to college, and just learning. I've learned so much, since I went blind recently, more than I learned in the last 10 years probably. But and I'm talking about books from everything to all the old classics to, you know, parapsychology and psychology to energy healing and all kinds of metaphysical to uh, fan books, fan fiction, written stuff. Just everything I can, animals, anything I can soak up. Astrology, numerology, all of it. Uh, so I did. Stephen A. Smith from ESPN has a book called Straight Shooter. A very good book, and the audio is actually read by him. Very good book. This man went through a lot of stuff, and he's out there now kicking butt. A lot of people might not like it because he's loud and he this and that, whatever. It doesn't matter. You don't know what the dude's been through. He's got to where he's at, and he's making it, and hey, that's his gift. So amen to Stephen A. Smith. So that's Straight Shooter. What was that? Right before that, I listened to one called Jesus Life Coach, which is a great book, talking about letting Jesus take control and being your coach. And then there was one before that called Jesus Lead Like Jesus, which is another. These are audio books, but they're available in regular uh, format. And it was telling how to be. Everybody leads. Everybody's a leader. Whether you lead at home or you're a father or you're a parent or at work or wherever you go, we're all here to lead. We all lead and learn and teach each other and be like Jesus, lead like Jesus. How would he handle the situation? Would he go screaming at someone and this and that, or would he just show nothing but unconditional love? That's what you got to do. You know, my bubble's pink. You can have your bubble any color you want. Mine's pink. So when my droplet, see, just imagine everything is an ocean of water, and your droplet drops in the ocean. I just saw a droplet in my third eye there. I haven't seen that for a little while. I used to see it all the time though. My third eye. That means when you close your eyes or your eyes open, you can kind of imagine seeing a picture still. That's your third eye. And yeah, my droplet is pink, so when it hits the water, it turns all the water pink with love. And it's also a protection bubble too. It helps me to keep in my, because I'm empathic, and since I'm autoimmune disability, I have holes in my aura. It's like a sponge, and it's easy for my energy and aura to get out and in. And so when people, I can feel their emotions, whether they're good or bad, or their pains, and it's easy for me to put mine out on them. And I have to learn. I've learned to control that. You have to. So I can see a little bit of blue in here. I started seeing blue a few months ago and green. Like, I guess this is energy colors I'm seeing. Sometimes it gets brighter, sometimes it gets darker. Because I'm blind, so uh, it makes a difference to me. What other books? And then before that, I mentioned a couple podcasts ago, The Awake Dreamer, which is a good book. And the podcast that they are on is called Psychic Teachers. And her name is Samantha Fay, and she's actually, I believe it's her first book. And it's about astro travel or astral travel. I'm not sure how to say that yet, but let me know. Because I haven't read it because I'm blind, but I can only hear people say, is it astral or astro travel? And then lucid dreams and then past lives and all that in this book, The Awakened Dreamer. Very good book. And so we got to. Oh, I started making essential oils a few months back too, and I just used one bottle called H3, which is my own. I have another one called Crystal Aura, which has some sapphire, not sapphire, amethyst shavings in it. It smells really good. I started putting that on yesterday. I'm trying these out, and I'd like to get rid of them. I mean, even not selling them, but like helping people by giving them, but maybe just give a donation. But these are really good, and they're all. I did them all the rest or all the mixtures, like what's in each one, and none of them have the same thing in them. They're all different essential oils, 100%, and they also have a dab of holy water, and they're all blessed too. And I have like 8 different kinds right now that I'm making, but just to try out a few balls. I made a few of each one to try. So anybody interested in that, let me know. Harold Sullivan, Harold Sullivan 78 on TikTok, Harold Sullivan 78 YouTube, Harold Sullivan period 35 Facebook, and you can call the Sullivan Project podcast at 724-513-1472. I almost forget my own number there. Yeah, okay. And yeah, that's me. So, and you'll know when you hear the voicemail. And and also I made some clay jewelry, little symbols. Again, it's hard for me because I'm blind and I can barely use my hands. But to put around your neck, that are like little charm pendants, or they're blessed too, and they have holy water. They're blessed with holy water. So those are for people. And I have crystals too. If anybody needs crystals, let me know. I got tons of them, hundreds of them, all different kinds. You wouldn't know how many. Let me tell you different kinds of some crystals I have right now that I in my collection. Rose quartz, clear quartz, amethyst.
Notification from mail.
Okay.
DraftKings. Harry's World 17.
Uh,
Your password has been updated. See inside for more
Amethyst,
information.
clear
Harry's
crystal
World
quartz,
78.
rose
Harry's World
quartz,
78. Your
uh,
password has been successfully
black
updated.
tourmaline.
Click below
I have
to log in.
moonstones,
Get
moon
started
rocks.
if you believe this email was
I
sent
have
in error or if you had any
sunstones,
problems with
or
what
sun
was
rocks they're
sent.
called.
Please.
I also have sapphire,
Actions.
which is
1
more
of 1.
expensive.
Window.
I just got Peter Sight. Some of these names sound made up, but it's a real thing. Peter Sight is like brown with like blue or different colors. It's weird being brown and blue. What else? Peter Sight. Oh my, I have so many. I have something on the window. There's so many good crystals though. They're good for so many different things, and it does not matter whether they're polished or raw or whatever. They crystals hold energy, and they all been around, and they've been around for thousands of energies. They hold information, or thousands of years, or forever actually, probably since the Earth was born or created. Crystals have been here in the ground, so they hold information and energy from all that time. And yeah, it doesn't matter what kind, whether it's polished or cut or uncut, whatever. It still holds the same properties. And as far as if you wear jewelry like bracelets, your left hand is receiving. So whatever the properties are of the crystals or stones, that left hand you want to receive. Right hand, right hand is giving. So you put on your. I don't know who figured this out, but right hand is giving. So we have crystals. We have Lebron. We're going to come up with Lebron here soon. We have crystals. We have books. We have grandma, and we have the. Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 2:21.
Okay, we're going to talk about LeBron here and Jordan for a couple minutes. Yeah, I mentioned last night or last podcast, or yeah, about how good Jordan was. Okay, now let's talk about LeBron. Jordan played on one team. LeBron, how many now has it been? 4 or 5 teams? I can't remember. LeBron had to keep jumping around to win the championships. What's he got, like one by himself? Jordan 6-0 by himself. Okay? How many times LeBron lost in the finals? I can't even remember. How many titles does LeBron even have now jumping around with all them good players? Maybe 4 or 5? He's still not even close. How many seasons has LeBron played compared to Jordan? Jordan only played like 2 games the second season. He missed 2 seasons or could have won 7 or 8 in a row. And then he retired kind of early. And LeBron's, what, 20 something years now? So LeBron's probably almost played twice as many games as Jordan. And now LeBron, as I record this, is about to pass up Kareem in points. He's 60 something. And Jordan could have easily had that. So, I mean, I wouldn't even put LeBron on the top 4 or 5. Whatever happened to Kobe Bryant? I mean, this is so disrespectful to Kobe, to late Kobe. He was the next Jordan, or was close, and as close as he had more titles. He won more by himself. I mean, LeBron literally had to, and then he cries so much. He just cried the other day again. He got knocked on the foul. He cried. He's a big bully, baby, whatever. Jordan didn't do that. Jordan got better no matter what. Jordan got other players. He made them better. He didn't have all these all stars. He made them all stars. He didn't jump around. Oh, there's a good team there. Let me try to take them. Jordan just was the GOAT. I mean, simple as that. Simple as that. What other stats can I think of with Jordan? 72 and 10. That was the record. Has LeBron even come close to that? How many times has LeBron missed game-winning shots and clutch moments compared to Jordan? I mean, I could go on. LeBron was anointed king before he even played in the NBA. He was 17. He was on TV in high school. And he's on King James all of a sudden. And then he could never live up to it and hasn't. He could never be Jordan. And he couldn't be better than Jordan. And every time he did something, oh, he's so great. No. And what about that thing he held, that press conference to go to Miami or whatever? Who does that? And then he's even messing up movies now. Space Jam he completely ruined. I couldn't even listen. I'm blind and I listened to 5 minutes of it and couldn't get into it. He's getting into movies now and he's ruined them. He's got a new house party, which used to be Kid and Play. He's going to ruin that too because the commercial sounds like crap. And I have nothing against LeBron at all. I love him and I think he's a good basketball player. But he is no Michael Jordan. So I want to say everybody be the light. And we'll be back soon, same bat time, same bat channel. Hit me up. And remember, love is a choice, and so is to hate.